Testing 1, 2.
Yeah, okay, easy. Alright, no worries. Thank
1,
you.
2. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to National Stadium, home of Hume City FC. Just before the game, we have a little presentation for our Member of Parliament, Hume Walters, and a few words about his background.
Hello? Hey, it's all good. I spoke to Peter about it. It's basically just an issue where we have two commentators, but they don't have any...
Ladies and gentlemen, Hume Walters, MP, State Member for Greenvale. Hume was elected and became the first member for Greenvale in the Victorian Parliament in 2022, representing Meadow Heights, Roxburgh Park, Greenvale and Craigieburn. In December of 2024, Hume was appointed Assistant Minister for Multicultural Affairs in the Victorian Government. He is also Chair of the Parliamentary Friends of Turkey at the Parliament of Victoria. Prior to entering Parliament, Hume was a secondary school teacher in Victoria and very active in local sporting clubs as a player and both as a coach. Hume received a General Sir John Monash Scholarship in 2012 and spent several years at Oxford University in England, where his research focused on expanding access to training and work for young people in communities like Northern Melbourne. Hume is passionate about ensuring every person has the opportunity to get a good education and that economic chances and prosperity are shared across the state, including in our growing outer suburbs. Hume loves community sport and understands the central role that great clubs like Hume City FC play in our community. Having been involved in local sport, including soccer and cricket, himself as a player, and a volunteer and administrator over many, many years. He is thrilled to support our very own Hume City FC and the fantastic vision that Ersan and his team have to grow local participation and junior levels and to build the reputation and presence of our club at the elite level. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Hume Walters. Ladies and gentlemen, just need to run through a few formalities. Football Victoria Spectator Code of Behaviour. It's important that all spectators at the Football Victoria FV approved fixture are able to enjoy the match in a safe and comfortable environment. Accordingly, each person present at an FV fixture must adhere to the following. A. Respect the decisions of the match officials. Respect the rights, dignity and worth of every person regardless of their race, colour, religion, language, politics, national or ethnic origin. Do not engage in the use of violence in any form, whether it is by other spectators, team officials, including coaches or players. Do not engage in discrimination, harassment or abuse in any form, whether lawful or otherwise, including but not limited to the use of obscene or offensive language or gestures. The incitement of hatred or violence or partaking in indecent or racist chanting is prohibited. You must comply with FV's conditions of entry at all venues and any ticket conditions. Do not carry, light or throw flares or missiles, including onto the field of play or at other spectators. Do not enter the field of play or its surrounds without lawful authority and conduct yourself in a manner that enhances rather than injures the reputation and goodwill of FV Football Victoria and FFA Australia and football generally. If a person who does not comply with this code or who, in the opinion of the club and or other FV, causes or attempts to cause or is reasonably likely to cause a disturbance may be evicted from the venue and banned from attending future matches held on behalf of FV. Ladies and gentlemen, tonight at Hume City FC is a very special night. We celebrate a huge milestone for not just a great player, but a great leader and teammate. Our very own captain, Josh Bingham, as he plays his 100th game for Hume City FC. Since joining the club in 2020, Josh has been an absolute force, bagging 43 goals, pulling off some ridiculous finishes and earning multiple Goal of the Year nominations. But what really sets him apart isn't just what he does on the pitch, it's the way he leads, the way he lifts everyone around him, and the way he pushes himself to the absolute limit for this team. Josh, his work rate is second to none, his dedication is inspiring, and he's had a massive impact on the culture of his club. Younger players look up to him, teammates go into battle with him, and tonight we celebrate everything he's given to Hume City. Ladies and gentlemen, please give it up for Josh Bingham, 100 games, and plenty more to come. Ladies and gentlemen, yep. Ladies and gentlemen. Specialty, boss sign. And of course, a massive thank you to you, the fans, for being here tonight. Whether you're a long-time supporter or it's your first time at Hume City FC, please be welcome to the club, and we appreciate your passion and support. Now let's meet the starting 11 for your Hume City FC game tonight. Number 1, Michael Lear. Number 2, Joseph Ford. Number 6, Aaron Reardon. Number 7, Lloyd Isgrove. Number 10, Burkan Kurda. Number 11, our captain, Josh Bingham. Number 12, Mark Ochang. Number 14, Harry Ashcroft. Number 17, Joel Russell. Number 19, Oliver Kelhart. And number 21, Josh O'Kane. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Hume City FC.
A huge Friday night to kick off round 2 in NPL Victoria continues here at Nasol Stadium. Hume City hosting Dandenong Thunder here on the NPL Victoria YouTube channel. It's the final of 4 kickoffs in NPL Victoria this evening. Pleased to be joining you from the Valley Park. My name's Adam Sarikoglu. Pleased to be joined by Ed Gooden. Ed, these two teams, more often than not, when they do come together, there is plenty of drama. We remember what happened out at George Andrews round 1 last season. It was Lloyd Isgrove's debut for Hume City, of course. He scored, and we did obviously have an indirect free kick, which I don't see very often, but we are in the Chaos League, and chaotic things can happen when these two come together. We are looking forward to it. Hume coming off a loss against Preston Lions last week, but were pretty competitive. Yes, there was a late consolation goal to just put a bit more respect onto the scoreboard, but we know the Preston Lions are a formidable outfit. Dandenong Thunder got an early win to start off their campaign as well, so we're looking forward to a good game here tonight. How are you, Ed Gooden?
Very good, Adam. Great to be with you. The conditions tonight are really ideal for football. If you can see at home, the clouds just in the background there over the beautiful Nasiol grandstand are looming. Hopefully they stay clear, both for the benefit of the football and the benefit of your humble commentary team and camera person up in the scaffolding. But yeah, as you said, Adam, two teams who had decent performances but had completely different results. Dandy Thunder with a really convincing victory, and Hume unfortunate to come up against a Preston side who were really riding the momentum of their first time back in the NPL for a number of years.
It was a stoppage time goal to make it a 2-1 loss in the end for Hume over at BT Connor last week from Michael Domfe. He's again on the subs bench this evening. 3 changes for the starting lineup for Hume City. Mark Ochieng, Joel Russell and Oliver Callart getting the starting nods in favour of Godfrey Debele, who is out completely this evening. Erdeniz Yildiz and Ibiora Eze making way for Hume City. Just the one change for Dandenong Thunder. Into the starting 11 comes Daniel Clark. Wade Decker, a very handy sub on the bench for Adam Piddick this evening, and Dandenong Thunder, who are already looking to attack early. Suleimani. Ismaili with the ball in. And he'll go again, but all he did was pick out the ever-reliable Mark Ochieng, surprisingly not in starting 11 at BT Connor. Last start for Hume City. The second game in the tenure of Rick Marchioli. This is Aaron Reardon, one of the new faces here at Hume City. Quite a lot of turnover for the hosts in the off-season, including the coach, David Chick, who is now in charge of Green Gully, the team that Dandenong Thunder did beat 2-1 last week at George Andrews Reserve. It's Reardon looking to go down the left side, searching ball for the Sri Lankan international, Oliver Callart. It will be a Hume ball. He's only round 2, of course, but it's so many games. More than half of the league is playing as we speak. It's got that feel of the final match day of the season with everyone playing at once. There's so much going on around the grounds in NPL Victoria. The ball intended for Isgrove. It was Josh Bingham, who is celebrating a milestone this evening, as announced here on the loudspeakers before the game. His 100th NPL Victoria appearance tonight.
Yeah, he's been a stalwart really for a very, very long time. We've seen him kind of switch back and forth positionally in the last few years, but good to see him up top. Good to see him leading the lines as well as captain.
As mentioned, did score on Hume City debut against this opposition last season. Joel Russell trying to get an early look in. Couldn't fire away a shot. How about the calibre in goal this evening for both sides? Jamie Young, a huge signing announced by Dandenong Thunder not too long before the season started. Over 100 caps at A-League level. Ball incoming here. It was a low ball from Kurta. His homecoming tonight. Back at his home club here in Hume City after his stint with tonight's opposition, the Dandenong Thunder. And he loved to get on the score sheet. back home here in the Valley Park. Ali Suleimani, who scored very early in that 2-1 win against Green Gully last week, sending it wide at the start of this particular attack. It's moved over to the right side now, O'Kane. Ross Clark's our referee this evening. It will be a Dandenong Thunder ball.
Good to see Ali Suleimani get on the score sheet early in a season, especially with the pedigree of goal it was. Artem, fantastic run down the right-hand side and then a fizzing finish into the far left-hand corner. He struggled for goals in the last couple of seasons, especially since he moved over to Dandenong Thunder, but it's good to see him get early and hopefully he can find some form.
On the turnover, Isgrove receiving from O'Kane. And the high ball intended for Keller. This is Zochenk. Curta. Well trapped by Isgrove. Couldn't quite thread the ball through to Russell. Taylor. Centrally for Jarlo, who also scored for Dandenong Thunder last week. Yuki Yoshida. Edwards, different shirt number for him this evening, number 17 for Aiden Edwards this evening. Suleimani with the space on the right side again. Ball incoming. He's been looking threatening early. And the Thunder do earn the first corner of the night.
As you said, he has looked threatening in that space on the right-hand side. Really opened up a little bit too easily there for Hume. They need to look to spread a little wider. I do know they like to play narrow. Cluster up the midfield areas. They need to make some tactical adjustments here with Suleimani looking so dangerous.
Messi Mehmedi with the corner here for Dandenong Thunder, and rain is starting to come down here at Naysol Stadium. O'Kane's first ball went directly into Jay Romanovsky. Maybe Joseph Ford to retrieve here. Still just 21 years old, 17 senior appearances with Perth Glory. Joe Ford. Curta. Ford keeping it and playing the patient game, guiding it back toward Ascroft. As the rain just gets a touch heavier. It is a very cool evening. Does feel like we're in the middle of July right now, still in the middle of February. Hope everyone's had a good Valentine's Day out there. Hopefully you're nice and warm on the couch now, enjoying some NPL Victoria on a very busy Friday night. This is the fourth kickoff of the rounds already. 3 games in progress. Green Gully, hopefully at 0-0. Heidelberg United a 1-0 lead against Melbourne Victory, and Preston Lions away to Dandenong City holding a 1-0 lead as well. And this rain is significant now. We're good.
It is, Adam, and I'm standing here in shorts, really not anticipating the rain, unfortunately. Just having a look at Hume on the ball here, you see that how high Mark Ocheng is sitting, and in transitional moments as well, he's almost just bombing down the left-hand side and playing as a winger. Typically a right back, throwing him on the left-hand side. I know the impact he's had. And with tonight's game, Adam, he sits 6th on Hume's all-time games list.
He's been so reliable over the years as well. Jarlo enforcing the turnover for Dandenong Thunder. They've started well here to visitors. They've gone back to the all-white away kits this year. Of course, they had the pink away kit last season, did Dandenong Thunder. More traditional all whites this year. Yoshida just goes over his head, but Suleimani might be in a dangerous position here. Keller was with him, needed to retreat back, some help was available. It's Aiden Edwards. Mehmeti. Can they penetrate the box again here, Dandenong Thunder? Michael Weir in behind it. Again, speaking of this goalkeeper matchup, Michael Weir and Jamie Young, and he's a lot of experience at higher levels that's out here tonight.
Obviously Jamie Young, an illustrious career in the A-Leagues, but Michael Weir does have one up on Jamie Young, having scored an NPL goal, famously on his debut in 2017. Do you reckon he's holding that against Jamie Young, Adam?
He could, but it's not really fair, is it? With Jamie Young only making his second appearance in NPL Victoria. Again, a signing that was announced pretty late, I think, on Dandenong Thunder socials before round one. A number of players on both sides out here that have had a look at the A-Leagues. Mark Ocheng, one of them. With Adelaide United back in the day. Looking to combine here with O'Kane. Takes it himself to get away from Yoshida. Out into some open space. Weir's a long way out of his area. Came back to Hume mid-season last year. Of course, he was playing alongside brother Lockie, not featured at the moment. In these early stages of the season, Ross Clark, was he thinking about a card there for a moment maybe? Thought I saw the right hand potentially reaching in toward the pocket. It is Burkan Kurta. That is down for Hume.
A couple of words being thrown around in case you didn't hear that on the effects mic. A few accusations toward Yuki Yoshida of playing dirty. From my experience watching him for Northcote City last season, Arden, far from a dirty player. Technically really excellent. Showed his pedigree last week out as well. Just a stoppage in play here as both teams just kind of gather themselves. Again, Hume looking like they're on the back foot a little bit here, Adam, is whenever Dandy just get on the ball and kind of settle themselves, Hume, they just seem to drop really deep. Maybe again, trying to stay as narrow as they can, but they're susceptible to crosses and danger out wide.
Yeah, the early points going to Dandenong Thunder in his first 10 minutes. Ocheng. Joel Russell had to take a fair bit of contact as the ball arrived at his feet. Really couldn't have an impact. Adam Pinnock up on his feet again. This is obviously his first official game of the season, serving a suspension last week and already so much. There's a lot of colourful language being shared between the two technical areas right now. We'll keep an eye on Josh Bingham. Trying to get it in toward Joel Russell. Gets back up. Too many Dandenong Thunder defenders in his way. And no dramas in the end for Jamie Young. I don't know how much our effects mics are picking up right now, but there is a lot of byplay between Rick Marchioli and Adam Pinnock. It's Willing out there, early stages. Reardon and Ascroft sharing the ball from the back. The searching ball for Keller. Ascroft's on the retreat, back to Michael Weir. Hume looking just to up the tempo a little bit now. Russell being marked by Ismaili. Bingham first time for Callart, and he then tried to return the favour. Little back heel. Bingham has it once more. The milestone man. Curda tried to skip through. Forwards come up for Hume City. But we will have a goal kick for Jamie Young.
Dandy in their rest defence, just really efficiently shifting to a back five here, Adam. Ali Suleimani, can't say we've seen much of him at right back before, but he's just slotting into that kind of hybrid right back, wing back, and then when they do have the ball, they just kind of tuck back into a back four. You can see Hume as well, they're pressing high in that 4-3-3, hopefully trying to force just a long clearance forward and try and eke out a mistake here of Dandy Thunder.
High boot from Yoshida. Edwards looking to thread one in the direction of Romanovsky. Gets it back now. And again, the outlet on this right side is Ali Suleimani. Put a lot into that ball. Looking to switch over to the other side of the box, and it's come off the post there, I think. Hume gets away with one. It was chaos in the box, and it might not be done with just yet. Dandenong Thunder will go again. It's Yoshida now. It'll stay in play here. Suleimani. Dandenong Thunder looking far more threatening than Hume City right now. And a great crowd in for the home opener for Hume tonight. Grandstand full here at Naysol Stadium. Bingham was looking to chase it down. Adam Piddick not happy with his challenge on the ball, but maybe there's some space now for Callart. Just had one man ahead of him, deciding to play back, and O'Kane involved as well. Curda had to elude him. Back with Romanovsky now for Thunder. Things will settle down again from the back. We really have seen some frantic passages already in this contest so far. It's Jallo who scored last week against Green Gully, but he's tightly marked here. Romanowski playing back and using the space to his left. He get a crack at it now. Michael Weir didn't have to lay a glove on it.
Well, it feels like it happened a decade ago, Arden, but that chance down the left-hand side there for Dandenong Thunder. Tough to tell who it came off, but it looks like a Hume player. Almost giving away an own goal. And you can tell this game's really, I think, just going to be decided in the transitional moments. Thunder looks so dangerous going forward. Every time they've had the football, they're at least getting a cross in or looking to work it into the box. But then Hume, when they win it back from those moments transitionally, they're looking really effective, moving the ball forward really quickly.
Hard work here for Russell. Von Amarongen, the Dutchman, getting in the way of Russell there. Difficult one to control for Curda. Misgrove hasn't been all that impactful so far. As he showed us so many times last year, Ed, you can basically do anything when the ball's at his feet. Lloyd Isgrove, he's one of the stars of NPL Victoria. He's yet to open the account for Hume City this year, of course. Now he did score that one goal last week. That was a late consolation, fairly deep into stoppage time. Soleimani. That was a somewhat dangerous ball. Bit of a floater in. That could have gone any which way. Ashcroft was able to get in behind it. Bingham playing off the right wing position at the moment. It's Callard up front. Alongside Russell and Isgrove on the left side, and Isgrove could impact here if he's onside. It's a lovely ball, and it's Lloyd Isgrove now. Has he got options to cut back? And it's going to be blocked for a corner. Again, Russell was the one that potentially had a look. Well played defensively by Messi Mehmeti.
It's just the opportunity there for Lloyd Isgrove to take the shot on his left, but he kind of just let the ball settle a little bit, taking a touch instead rather, and the opportunity went. But Hume again looking dangerous when they can counter quickly and playing the balls over the top.
First Hume City corner of the night. Lloyd Isgrove just off 1.5 steps and picked out well by Jamie Young in the end. So some more positivity from Hume City. Let's have a look at this particular counter punch for Dandenong Thunder. Weir's a long way out of his area again. We saw a few moments like that where Hume was exposed out the back against Preston Lions last week. Have some things to tidy up structurally for Rick Marchioli. Hume just looking to settle down now. Take some possession of their own. They're being careful with how they use this ball right now. Ashcroft across to Reardon. Isgrove makes the run again. Lloyd Isgrove, is he onside? No, he's not. This positivity continues for Hume City.
It's interesting seeing the way that Dandy Thunder are approaching the defensive structure. Adam Pittock giving Ali Soleimani a mouthful there as he just relaxed off his man. Lloyd Isgrove is really not somebody you can relax with. The one-time Welsh international. For Hume, that is really their only option, I think, especially with Dandy Thunder looking both compact but then also being able to contain the wide areas, is that ball over the top. It's looking effective so far. It remains to be seen whether Adam Pittock makes a change and drops a little deeper in defence.
Watching. Reardon. Ashcroft. Taking the space in front of him. Oliver Keller. Goes well over the head of Joel Russell. Soleimani out the back. Yoshida puts Berkan Kurda to ground, and it's going to be an attacking third free kick here for Hume City. A chance here for Lloyd Isgrove to set something up at the top of the area. It's got that sort of feel about it where the goal is coming and they could be flowing here tonight. Two teams playing positive football. At Massey Stadium, Lloyd Isgrove. Targeting the back post, but nowhere near the head of any Hume attackers, and Jamie Young takes it easily. Malinowski playing back to his keeper, Young. Von Amerongen. Ismaili not for a dash. Space out wide, but the ball just holding up for Romanovsky. And Ford was there on clean-up duty for Hume. Yoshida, I think, was the man going down. It was Bingham committing the foul. No cards from Ross Clark.
See the way that Dandy are approaching when they're moving the ball forward. If any space opens up, they're playing that ball in, and pretty lethal. Straight into Yuki Yoshida, who could just turn and quickly play the ball over the top. Adam Piddock as well, just having a few words to his players to maybe just relax in those transitional moments. We've seen a couple of times Ali Sulmani blazing away, trying to get a deep cross in.
Mehdi. Fonama Rongan. But the ball cleared out. And we're back with Jamie Young, the 39-year-old. Lovely ball in toward the middle of the park. Picked out Clark, Yoshida. Now Taylor. Edwards. Nemeti. Nice ball for Yoshida. Can he turn and shoot? He can, but it's wide. A lovely build-up by Dandenong Thunder, but we're still 0-0 at Naciol Stadium.
As you said, the build-up was lovely, but again, they're just not able to quite create a clinical chance. You do have to say it's Hume who've probably had the better of the few opportunities that we've seen in this game, but it really feels like something is going to come for Dandenong Thunder, especially with the way they're moving the ball forwards.
Joel Russell giving it away, just 21 years old. He was part of the heavy Queensland influence in among all the new arrivals for Hume City over the summer. Only from the Gold Coast Knights, here's Joel Russell. Ismaili for Suleimani. Yoshida continues to work his way into the game. Not much room here. Reardon closing in on him. Yuki Yoshida eventually disposing of Reardon, but had Ocheng to deal with after that. Pulled down was Jallo. Ross Clark saw nothing. And the counter-attack is snuffed out.
Difficult one for the referee to call there. A whole bunch of arms being thrown around. Jumpers held. Jallo hasn't had a huge amount of opportunities in this game, probably frustrated with the fact that it's really the first time he's been able to get a sniff at a ball in the box and then potentially held, but I think maybe the right decision for the referee. There's too many variables in a penalty shout like that.
Thunder ball. The Hume defence under enormous pressure right now. Bonamo Rongan out in the direction of Taylor. Yuki Yoshida. He's been showing a bit now here in the top flight, formerly of Northcote City. Forward to Bingham to Eastgrove. Wanted to go first time, but his ball was blocked on the way through. Wants to link up again with Ford. Ching had some space, but the Reardon ball was wayward. It's not heavy rain here, Ed Gooden, right now, but it is steady, and it's going to be slippery out there.
It is. It's going to add a bit of bit of pace to when the balls come through. It's a wonderful surface here at Naciol Stadium. It almost looks artificial, but it's not. It's just cut like a snooker table. Perfect for the type of football that we're watching this evening. And again, we see Hume just struggling to move in transition. Dandy with so much space as they just play these balls in behind. And we saw it before with Yoshida playing that long cross in that Adam Pittock just saying that's not a good area to be crossing from, and it's really just wading their way straight into the plan of Hume City.
And we go again, but forward did well, getting in the way of Daniel Clark. Nisgrove dispatching out toward the left side for Mark Ochieng. First starts of the season for him. Callart has moved over to the left side for this particular possession. Russell found himself behind two different defenders as the ball was coming in. Ochieng will go again. Clark. And they'll be out again here. Dandenong Thunder. Taylor. Is that crossed the line? Now Suleimani keeping it in, according to the officials. With Marchioli arguing the case with the fourth official, Max Hamlin, here tonight. He's had a fair bit to do with Rick Marchioli and Adam Pittock, exchanging a few heated words in the early passages here this evening. Things have settled down a bit on that front. Still no bookings in this game so far. There have been a few flashpoints where we thought maybe Ross Clark was going to dip his hand into the pocket. But we're all clean so far. On the half-hour mark at Naciol Stadium. Still looking for the first goal of the evening. Yoshida just outside the box, a very dangerous ball in. Bingham perhaps was not expecting it to get all the way through to him, and we've got another corner for Dandenong Thunder.
Fantastic opportunity for Thunder, and you just feel like that was a move that they'd practiced on the training ground so many times. You could once again hear Adam Pittock, as vocal as he is, just expressing how good that was, but just no one kind of making that gutful run past the penalty spot into the 6-yard box. No one on the end of Yoshida's fantastic cross, but Thunder again looking super, super dangerous.
It'll be Kyle Taylor's corner for Dandenong Thunder. Favoured the near post. Weir was there. And Isgrove is on the burst already, but there's no one ahead of him. Had to just bide his time. And the Thunder pressure arrived. He was double manned in the end, Lloyd Isgrove. And we're back with Van Amerongen sharing with Ismaili Mehmeti. Taylor. Van Amerongen going back to Young. He's in a rush to set up the new attack out on that left side. We are clearing out for Hume, but it's back in Dandenong Thunder possession once more. Clark turning it over. Isgrove, the one man ahead is Joel Russell. Doesn't quite reach him. Van Amerongen again, going back to Young. The rain now is heavy, as it's been since kickoff. Really still not wins. It felt like all 7 games last week at Gooden were affected by wins in some way, shape or form. Isgrove was looking to fire up there for a moment. Van Amerongen was there to meet him. It felt like all 7 games at some point or other last weekend. There was a lot of wins at play, especially out of Frank Holohan. Another game I did, Port Melbourne and South, was quite windy at JL Murphy. Rolling toward the Plummer Street end. Ochieng here. Kurta. That was brilliant defensive effort. It was a brilliant defensive effort by Edwards, and Clark now was looking to release Jarlo. Doesn't quite come off for him. We're just awkwardly guiding it over the top for O'Kane.
As you mentioned, the wind, Adam, the wind has shifted to the rain now, blowing straight into our faces. Last week I was doing Oakley-Avondale, and wind definitely played a part in the last 20 or so minutes where we saw Avondale get the winner. But I'll tell you what, it was a balmy 25, 26 degrees, which was just a treat. This is good too. I'll take this.
It's an early taste of winter. And here's a taste of Lloyd Isgrove. Goes down at the top of the area. No meaningful contact made. Edwards. Daniel Clark has shifted over to the left side. Too light on the pass and another turnover. And it's O'Kane who's looking to set up Joel Russell. But there was a miscommunication there. Can't Curta. Keller stops it dead. Allowing some time for both sides just to reform. And we'll go again now through Ford. Bingham. O'Kane back to Bingham. Daniel Clark getting in the way for Dandenong Thunder. O'Kane taking it away for Hume City. This is Edwards. Romanovsky clearing away. Jarlo. Had a little bit of difficulty keeping under control. Now we do have the turnover. Spokane Curta again. Isgrove. Chipping ball for Russell. Wasn't far away from connecting. Isgrove will get another chance here. He's just inside the box. He is the danger man right now. Yoshida taking it away for Dandenong Thunder. Clark with the space on the left side. Jarlo and Yoshida are the targets ahead. It's Jarlo now. Clark, the left-footed ball, dealt with by Reardon. But only as far as Taylor. Suleimani, Taylor near post. Weir coming out. Another Dandenong Thunder corner.
Such an interesting passage of play. You just saw a couple instances where Dandy Thunder were just looking like they were relaxing in possession. Hume able to press and form some sort of an advantage, but then again, Dandy Thunder on the counter-attack. Almost just want to see them move it a bit quicker here, Adam, because Ichida and Jarlo, when they move the ball, it's so quick and so pacey that looks like they're just trying to relax back into a formation. Perhaps a change that Adam Pittock makes at half-time just to increase the intensity in transition.
There's not a spare seat in the house, and a good contingent of Thunder fans here. A shorter corner from Mehmeti, and he'll send the higher ball in second time round. Ismaili. It gets away from Clark. Feels like it good, and we're just getting these mini momentum shifts as well. Prior to that last possession for Dandenong Thunder, it felt like Hume City had the game on their terms for about a good 5-6 minutes of play. After you give the first half hour to Dandenong Thunder, and Hume capitalise and importantly utilise the threat that is Lloyd Isgrove, who's had so much of the ball in the last 5 minutes or so. It's a Dandenong Thunder ball right now. Edwards. It's it back from Ismaili. Ball intended for Jarlo. Reardon, for the second time of asking, keeps it under control for Hume City. Curta. This will be a meaningful affair for him. Returning from Dandenong Thunder. His first home game back here at Massey Stadium. Reardon. Ochieng. And yes, we do have fireworks overhead right now. Is somewhat of a feature here at Nassau Stadium every now and then. Well, it's not New Year's Eve, it's just a Hume City home game.
Equally as important in the calendar for most in this part of Melbourne, I think.
Lloyd Isgrove, that's a lovely ball in. And the Thunder did not have any immediate answers. Ochieng will take the throw here for Hume City. As was the case at a lot of grounds last weekend, the car park coming in tonight quite full. The crowd is significantly larger than what we get more often than not here in the Valley Park this evening. And I'll say there's no spare seats in the house. Over in that main grandstand, there are literally no spare seats right now. It's a healthy crowd in. All the buzz that comes with the first home game of the season. While we're scoreless here so far, we've been entertained with what Hume City and Dandenong Thunder have put out. And here is another chance for Jay Romanovsky. It's a great ball for Daniel Clark. The cut back. He tried to get onto the right peg. Jarlo was there, and the Dandenong Thunder open the accounts here. And already Hassan Jarlo has 2 goals in his tenure for Dandenong Thunder.
They get their goal, Dandy Thunder, and it is one of those counter-attacks where they've looked so dangerous. Daniel Clark starting this week, the only change Dandenong Thunder have seen in that tough loss against Preston last week, but he is the difference maker coming forward, bustling his way through a Hume City defender where Hassan Jarlo is there to put it away, and it's a clinical finish. We've probably only really seen him on the ball 5 or 6 times making those runs, but it is the gut running and the clinicality of the finish at the end that gives Dandenong Thunder this 1-0 lead.
Just putting his name up in lights as one of the best recruits of the NPL Victoria season for 2025. He has scored twice in both of Thunder's opening games of the season. A Hume City player did go down in all of that. And again, there were some words exchanged between the two technical areas after the goal was scored. Can't yet exactly confirm who is down for Hume City, but I think I did see the number 6 on the shirt, so if we can confirm it, it may well be Aaron Reardon. We can now confirm that it is Aaron Reardon who has suffered an injury just as Dandenong Thunder claim the lead here, and there may have to be an early substitution for Rick Marchioli. The Force official board is being prepared. So Aaron Reardon is out of the game for Hume City.
It's a big loss, Adem. As you said, one of those recruits from Gold Coast Knights. And it is Yildiz who replaces him. He did start last week. But it looks like there is potentially going to be a little bit of a shuffle around in shape here as well. Joseph Ford maybe dropping into central defence.
Jarlo, the goal scorer. Did he keep it in play? It'll be a Dandenong Thunder ball. Suddenly he's the one that Hume City have to worry about the most. Hassan Jarlo Has scored in each of his first 2 appearances for Dandenong Thunder. Was Clark being held by Ochieng? Adam Piddick certainly thought so. O'Kane. Couldn't connect with Russell. Russell and Hisgrove have swapped. Hisgrove now central. Russell's moved out to the right side. Ollie Kellart here, Sri Lankan international. That said, was born right here in Melbourne. Spent last season at Halkart in Iceland. Now back home here in Victoria. Ascroft gets a little shove for his trouble from Yoshida. Yildiz now the new man out there for Aaron Reardon. Limping off right after the goal was scored by Hassan Jallo. As Ed mentioned, did get the start last week against the Preston Lions. On the balance of things, Ed, it is a deserved lead for Dandenong Thunder.
I would say so. If you are just joining us, it's been a bit of a topsy-turvy game. Starting out red hot with a fiery exchange between benches. And the game just settling down a little bit. And it's a lot of what we're seeing now with Dandenong Thunder just kind of putting it around the back. And Hume holding that line. But it's really this little moment here where Thunder look to play the ball inside that has unstuck Hume in their defence. On the other side of it, Hume really proficient in their counter-attacks when they've had the opportunity. Lloyd Isgrove with a couple of maybe half chances to get a shot away, unable to take it. But as you said, it's really just been the X factor of Dandenong Thunder so far that has created the chances. Yuki Yoshida on the right-hand side has been excellent.
The impact of Daniel Clark in these last 10-15 minutes has been immense for Dandenong Thunder as well. 2 minutes have been added on here at the ends of the first half. An entertaining one. A match that's seen attacks and counter-attacks and then counter-attacks on top of that. And Hassan Jallo was the one to find the back of the net in the 40th minute. Bit of heat in it early. Nothing that warranted a card from our referee, Ross Clark, but in the first 5 minutes or so, Ed and I were witness to a shouting match between Adam Piddick and Rick Marchioli. Piddick, of course, had to sit out last week in the season opener. Was seen celebrating after Dandenong Thunder regained that lead against Green Gully. Yoshida's ball in. They'll get another chance here at Dandenong Thunder before we go into the sheds to potentially double their lead. Only Suleimani will start things off here. No, he won't. Ross Clark's seen enough. Hassan Jallo in the 40th minute is the difference between Hume City and Dandenong Thunder. It is Hume City 0, Dandenong Thunder 1. Ed Gooden, some thoughts before we take our break here on the NPL Victoria YouTube channel?
As I said just moments before, topsy-turvy. Marchioli on the Hume sideline maybe having the loudest word with the lino we heard so far this evening, but Adam Pittock has to go in happy. I think defensively they've looked pretty solid. Ali Suleimani in that right wing-back hybrid role has proved his pressing powers to be the undoing for Hume a couple of times, but Hassan Jalo, really the main man up top when he's had the opportunities. It's probably only been 5 or 6 times that he's been able to get on the ball and to run at the Hume City defence, but when he's done so, he's made a really, really big impact.
We are halfway done at Naciol Stadium. The final match of this Friday night evening of fixtures in NPL Victoria, a quadruple header for your Friday evening. It is Hume City 0, Dandenong Thunder 1. Welcome back to Naciol Stadium, round 2 action in NPL Victoria. Dandenong Thunder have come across town and taken a lead here against Hume City. It was Hassan Jallo in the 40th minute with his score, making it a 1-0 lead for Dandenong Thunder. Adam Sarikoglu and Ed Gooden on the call. Ed, it was an entertaining first 45 here at Naciol Stadium.
It was. And I think if you had a look at the stats, they've only seen a couple shots on target for each side, but the game was really played in these moments here, in between the half spaces and the little moments where either side was trying to break down the other one's defence. Hume with a more counter-attacking approach, and Dandy on the other side holding possession and really settling into their shape. You can see straight away Hume really looking a bit more like they're pressing higher and really trying to put the pressure on Dandy.
Eastgrove, or was it Russell maybe? He was fouled in the motion of the shot. It was definitely Russell, so an early chance here for Hume City in the front third to make something happen. Searching for the equaliser. No, it's not. It's actually going to be a corner. Apologies. Misread the signals from Ross Clark. So a corner for Lloyd Isgrove. And the wind just picking up as well. Southerly breeze it is, blowing toward this right side of the screen as you are watching us on the NPL Victoria YouTube channel. All cleared out by Yoshida. The goal not the only notable moment of the first half. There was a first half substitution. Aaron Reardon injured while Hassan Jallo was scoring that goal. So a forced change for Rick Marchioli in the first half. Ford having trouble controlling it. O'Kane did well though against Jallo. It's Kurta who will play it back toward Ford here for Hume City. This is Zocheng. The 1-2 with Bingham. Not Chiang. The ball's riding along the line. It nearly came off. Just a touch too much on it.
Bingham, someone we didn't see a lot of in the first half. We know how dangerous he is and how much he means to Hume. Leading goal scorer last season. His 100th game tonight, as we heard earlier this evening. The crowd showing their appreciation for Josh Bingham, who's been a stalwart for the side for many a year.
By the time we're done here tonight at Naciol Stadium, we'll already be more than halfway through round 2 in NPL Victoria. O'Kane. This time we are definitely going to get a free kick in the front third for Hume City.
It's on a bit of an awkward angle. It's almost just dead centre, straight ahead. A little bit too far out for a shot, which is something you'd hear from a commentator before someone scores a blinder from 30 yards. But you can just kind of see that Hume task force here, just trying to figure out what they're doing, and Dandy Thunder, I think they're going to approach this one with a high line as much as they can.
And as we know, Blinders and Lloyd Isgrove are a match made in heaven. All he does is score bangers. He's got Yildiz with him. Ascroft just hovering at the back as well. It's actually a 3-3 wall here. And he's confronting Lloyd Isgrove. It's blocked by his own team, and I think Bingham was the one that took that. Trying to get out of the way to big man. Isgrove will go again. Had the outlet to his right. Ford with the ball in. Bingham was in position. It'll be taken away here. Lovely little flick back from Yoshida. Had the presence of mind to know that Taylor was there waiting. Taylor once more. Edwards. Romanovsky. Bingham for company. Bursting through was okay. He was a revelation for Hume City last season. Still just 21 years old, the number 21 for the team in red here. Jay Romanovsky out in the direction of Jarlo. Rain is now heavier than it's been all night. Clark sporting the man bun. It'll be a Dandenong Thunder throw. Jay Romanovsky here. Ignores Clark, goes for Jarlo. Gets a look in now, does Daniel Clark. Deflected ball in. Bouncing awkwardly. Yoshida tried to play in toward Jarlo. Hume deflecting away. Von Amarongen. Israeli going back to Young. The wind has picked up a little bit now here as well. It's a real steady shower here at Nasiol Stadium. Messi Mehmeti. Romanovsky. One way, then the other. But his ball in was pushed too far to the left.
Dandy Thunder really putting a lot of faith in their set structures here. Playing the ball all the way back to Jamie Young, who switches it, and then the switch comes again. Hume City just backtracking really, really quickly, but accepting the fact that those crosses are going to come in and backing their ability to defend them.
Incidental handling of the ball from Romanovsky. Cheng taking the throw quickly. Joel Russell thinking about going to Callart. Isgrove was immediately ahead though. Isgrove was so heavily involved in so many Hume City attacks in the first half. He has been somewhat well nullified. Falling over in the area, Ollie Callart. Livid that he didn't get the call. Ball was nowhere really near him though. Kyle Taylor. Russell closed in late. It was a pressured ball out toward Yoshida. He get held by Ashcroft. Ross Clark deciding to let that go, but not that second challenge. Still reluctant to get the cards out this evening is Ross Clark.
It's really been the start of the game and then these first 5 minutes in the second half where the tensions have flared a little bit. Good to hear voice from the grandstand as well, showing their displeasure with Ross Clark's decision, even though it was a pretty flagrant foul. Just brought it up earlier here, Adam, the wind is picking up, the rain staying steady, but the wind really is going to play a factor here. We saw before that awkward ball that Yoshida was able to just flick over the top. You may see a couple of those. It's just going to make things difficult for either side.
Yoshida gets taken down, and we are going to get the first booking of the night, and things are flaring up at Nasiol Stadium. You could nearly describe this as a melee. A lot of push and shove. Everyone except Jamie Young seemingly involved in this little scuffle. Ross Clark has a bit of work to do here. A yellow card was shown. It's the first booking of the night.
And Ross Clark has done well to keep his cards in his pocket so far, but that one, I think, was a little too far gone. We saw the eruption from the Dandenong Thunder bench. Doing well to brave the elements here as well. Looks like the linesmen here on that far side, Ross Clark, are coming together, maybe just to have a conversation. something out here, Adam, or maybe just a talking to.
The card was handed out to Burkhan Kurta for Hume City. This is taking a while to sort out. At the end of all of it, it will be a dead ball chance here for Dandenong Thunder to try and set something up and double their advantage. Rick Marchioli, by the way, was readying a second substitute for Hume City. Get ready for this free kick, Ed. There was a second booking. Michael Weir also in the books of Ross Clark. So Michael Weir and Burkhan Kurta on yellow cards here. Finally, play will resume toward the back post we go. Running after it's Taylor. It's out for a goal kick in the end. Actually been missing the Medi. And a change here for Hume City. And it's the man who scored against Preston Lions late last week. It's Michael Domfate. And Oliver Callard, who's had a rough night just trying to work his way in, will be making way for Domfate.
The rain keeps coming down. Some increment repairs here, as even though we have a roof over our heads here, Adam, we are still copping a brunt of the elements. I'm just curious to see what happens here as Hassan Jallo wins that ball back. He's going to move it forward. A new cheater is quick, but Hume are able to sweep that up.
The rain's even come through to our broadcast positions. Trying to find a dry spot in here right now, Ed Gooden. All the while, Lloyd Isgrove goes again. Gets tangled up and wins the foul. Ali Soleimani was the man going with Lloyd Isgrove. And as they came together, the call goes Hume City's way. Just a bit more intensity out there and tension so far in this second half. Approaching the hour mark. Hume City still searching for the equaliser. It's in good hands right now. Ross Clark marks the spot as Lloyd Isgrove looks to whip one in. Rick Marchioli's already used up two of his substitute windows here. No moves yet from Adam Pittick. I'm not hearing him in our effects mic marking out some instructions. Ross Clark now finally ready for Lloyd Isgrove. Is there an equaliser coming? Yildiz. It was well off target.
A huge goal for not only Hume, but Yildiz, who unfortunately it was his error last week. That meant Preston were able to take the lead. You can see now that the Hume City shape, see how far up they are. 6 players pressing. Got to be a change made at half time, just causing that Dandenong Thunder long throw. Now it's Hume's turn in possession.
Well controlled by Joel Russell. Now it's up for grabs once more. Hello and Ochieng getting touches. It'll be Dandenong Thunder throw right in front of Adam Piddick. Jay Romanovsky retrieves the ball. Clark was manned immediately. Bingham does well. 100th cap for him tonight here at Hume City. Curta going first time. It's Lloyd Isgrove. Well done, Jamie Young. The cream rising to the top for both sides there. Lloyd Isgrove so close to getting the equaliser. Jamie Young pulling out his bag of tricks, the old fella.
Dynamic move by Hume, and Lloyd Isgrove is the man that Hume would want on the end of it. You heard the crowd rise to their feet, showing their appreciation. Jamie Young stood tall.
Only let one get past him last week. Jamie Young for Dandenong Thunder. Corner for Lloyd Isgrove. Hume is pressing right now. Missing it in the air was Yoshida. At the second time of asking, clears away. O'Kane is under pressure. Yoshida got a touch in there. Still a neutral ball right now. Bit chaotic. Now the space for Clark. Thunder have been dangerous on the counter. Got collected on the way through. And it was a foul committed by Joel Russell in the eyes of Ross Clark. Luke Marchioli certainly disagreeing. A good.
A few words being had here as Thunder look to play quickly.
Inside the area, Daniel Clark wins a corner. A homecoming of sorts for him, of course, a former Hume City man. The rain has stopped here at least at Nasiol Stadium. Good crowd in. Despite these conditions.
Dennis! Get a man! Dennis! Dennis, get a man!
Kyle Taylor will take this corner for Dandenong Thunder. Looking to double the advantage. Took the long route all the way across to the outer side. Ismaili was the one retrieving. Will that be a corner? Kyle Taylor will get another look from the corner flag.
It's tough for Hume now. You feel that a second goal be a kick to the guts for this team. They've worked so hard, as we saw last week as well. They did play well, but they just couldn't get a result. See if they can hang on here amid this Dandenong Thunder pressure.
Kyle Taylor. In a long looping corner. Yoshida gets away from Russell. Low ball in. And Amarongan couldn't dial it up. Chipping ball from Curta. He's out in the direction of Michael Dunphy. He hasn't really seen much action since coming on. He may get involved here. Isgrove was the one receiving from O'Kane. The centering ball. Here's O'Kane. He was swarmed by 3 defenders. They've upped the tempo again here, Hume City. It's a neat ball in by Isgrove, and it wasn't far away from Josh Bingham. Danger not averted yet for Dandenong Thunder. Curta, the space closed in on him. Another ball incoming. Dunphy staying back. Never got a chance. Ochieng, that's going to fall short. Daniel Clark taking it away for Thunder. Kyle Taylor goes down. Wasn't much in that, but Ross Clark does blow the whistle.
Huge opportunity there for Hume. such a lethal cross in. And it all starts really with the decision-making of Lloyd Isgrove, who led that counter-attack and just played it back inside, and somehow the ball bundling through, but no one on the end of it. Fantastically whipped ball into the 6-yard area, but Dandenong Thunder now, the ones on the back foot, looking the more threatening of the two sides.
O'Kane wins out in the one-on-one against Daniel Clark, but this is a dangerous situation for Ford. Jarlo was tracking him the entire time. Romanovsky will regain for Thunder. Mehmeti. Lana Narongan back for Mehmeti. Just out of reach for Romanovsky.
You can hear the words coming from Jamie Young as he steps up almost 30 yards outside his own goal, just saying recycle, recycle. He knows the value of just finding shape and analysing what a team's looking like and then just breaking them down. It's been the MO for Dandenong Thunder so far tonight.
Watching. Ford. Ascroft. Curter now on a yellow along with his goalkeeper Michael Weir. Russell on the outskirts. Here is Russell. It's Curter. It did take a touch, I think, and off the crossbar it goes. Corner for Hume City.
What a run to bring that ball inside. And then the strike by Curter is fantastic. Jamie Young stood still, planted, rattles the upright. Best chance of the game so far for Hume.
Dandenong Thunder on alert right now. Is Lloyd Isgrove thinking about the short corner here? He is. Curter. Yildiz comes up. Fired away on the left peg. Blocked immediately. Adam Pittick about to go with his first change of the night. And we expected we would see Wade Decker this evening. He's going to come on now. It is a double move for Dandenong Thunder. It's a double threat here as well. Ben Gibber is the other man coming on. I think it's going to be Ali Suleimani. And the goal scorer, Hassan Jarlo, making way for Gibber and for Wade Decker.
Not a bad man to have on your bench, Wade Decker. He's been a big player in the NPL for a lot of years. Over 200 appearances, nearly 80 goals. Is he going to be the difference maker? And able to consolidate this 1-0 lead for Dandy Thunder.
Still 20 plus minutes remaining in regulation. Cheng. Dunfey was at the front of that pack. Dandenong Thunder ball. They've done well defensively, Dandenong Thunder. Hume have had so much of the possession in that front third. But it's still a clean sheet for Jamie Young, who did make a rather impressive save off the boot of Lloyd Isgrove about 10 or so minutes ago.
Most of the work Jamie Young's had to do so far has been with his feet. Hasn't needed to make too many saves. You know how impressive he is as a shot stopper and as a leader in the back for Dandy.
Josh Bingham's just smoothed up a bit in the formation. He's playing at the back in the first half. It's going to fall here for Domfe. Von Rongen was the one that nullified the attack for Hume City. Curta will go again. Russell was there at the front, but it's cleared away from him. Falls to O'Kane. First time ball from Curta. Russell. Isgrove had some space on the left. Blocked ball in. Man down in the box. It's Burkhart Curta. Ross Clark's been reluctant to blow the whistle on a number of occasions tonight. Nothing coming here for Hume City.
Burkhart Curta attacked that ball heavily. The Hume City coaching staff outraged. Dandy Thunder coaches disagreeing, of course. You do have to ask the question of if Ross Clark isn't giving that a penalty, what is he giving? Insufficient contact, no contact at all. And questions have to be asked about Burkhart Curta hitting the floor.
The consolation prize for Hume City is another corner. Ross Clark is in conversation right now with his fourth official, Max Hanlon. Here comes the corner. Nope. It will be a yellow card for Rick Marchioli. Some expletives coming out of his mouth as the non-call for the penalty occurred. And he gets a booking. And he's still going. Here comes the corner from Lloyd Isgrove. Rinse and repeat. So Rick Marchioli receiving a yellow card. Adam Pittick suspended last week. This is his actual first appearance of the year on the sidelines for Dandenong Thunder. Curta, the man that did go down. Ocheng going first time. Jump ball. At the back was Isgrove. No way through again. Romanovsky out toward Clark. The Thunder well and truly on the back foot right now. Curta will take it away again for Hume City. Loses his footing, but wins the foul.
As you said, they are on the back foot. Probably the first time we've seen it this game. Ross Clark allowing that one to be taken quickly.
Isgrove double team once more. Gets past both of those. The cut back, but Jamie Young will fall on top of it.
Dandy Thunder are going to go into their back pockets to define some defensive rigidity here. Adam Pittick, vocal as ever on the sideline, just asking his team to fire up. But Hume City just outplaying them at the moment, outpassing them, outmoving them.
It's going to fall for Domfe out the back. Aerial ball, Bingham. Romanovsky. Down the line ball in the direction of Wade Decker. Did not get the start tonight, Wade Decker. All given up there by Domfe. Taylor was lurking, the man out of Exeter City. In the AFL League One. Ocheng. Josh Bingham. Wouldn't he love a goal on his milestone night? 100th appearance here tonight for Hume City. Just a small halt in proceedings. Joel Russell needs to stretch out a cramp.
Joel Russell been one of those players that stood out for me tonight for Hume. Just 22, coming from Queensland. One of the many players coming from Queensland this season in the NPL Victoria. Queensland Young Player of the Year.
So they're playing with 10 right now, Hume City. Ashcroft. Yildiz, Isgrove. Kurt has been a threat near the top of the area as well for Hume City. Ochieng penetrating balling, but Young will be happy to see it go over the top. There's still plenty of time. And Hume have been known to score some late goals to snatch points away from their opponent. They just feel a little rushed right now when they do attack. Here we go. Here's a moment. Joel Russell, Young, ball pops up. They made a mess of it, Dandenong Thunder, but they will get away with it. Now Bingham goes down. Some chaos in the box. But Hume is still goalless.
It's the press, it's the change of shape. Hume instigated in the end of the first half, coming into the second. And they're just pressing so high, not allowing any shape for Dandy Thunder, who are going to have a change of shape themselves, switching to a 4-4-2, trying to consolidate.
Burkhan Kurta turned 23 years of age last week. Back home at Hume City. Tonight facing his former side. Not too much trouble for Jamie Young. And when called upon, the 39-year-old in goal for Dandenong Thunder has been outstanding this evening. That save from the Lloyd Isgrove shot was absolute top class. This is Ford. Domfay the target here. Yoshida, who was outstanding in the first half in particular. Romanovsky. They just want to take a breath here as well. Dandenong Thunder try and reassert some sort of control. It's been on Hume's terms for a fair while now. Romanovsky. Ismaili. Decker has some fresh legs. This is Wade Decker. Took a touch on the way through. Regains by Kurta. This is Lloyd Isgrove. Had a rough time getting past Benjiba. His second year at Dandenong Thunder. After moving over from South Melbourne. Came on in that double move alongside Wade Decker. This is the final change of the night for Rick Marchioli. It's going to be the 19-year-old youngster, Obiera Eze, coming on. And Joel Russell's night is indeed done. Never was able to come back out after going down. So Reardon and Russell, two injuries that have been incurred for Hume City here tonight.
Obiora Eze, one of those players who started last week. And from Albury Wodonga coming in. Someone who's just going to look to add a bit of pace, a little bit of energy here for Hume in the last 10 or so minutes.
Did score in among his 4 first up appearances for Hume City last year. Still just 19 years old. Ochieng. Domfay. Throw coming up for Hume City. Still a long way to safety for Dandenong Thunder. This is Ochieng and Kurta combining. Ford playing it down in the direction of O'Kane. Ascroft, everyone up right now for Hume City. Kept it for a while, did Ascroft. Still in a danger area for Dandenong Thunder. Decker will come away with it now, but then pass back toward Romanovsky. Decker looking to turn O'Kane one way. But the space wasn't there for him. It's turned over. It's Domfay. Sliding boot in. to save the day was Edwards. Another free kick coming up in a dangerous area for Hume City as O'Kane goes down.
Bit of a strange foul, unnecessary, considering where the ball was ending up. And Hume, they've looked dangerous in set pieces. Jamie Young just marshalling the troops. These look strong in the air, but you expect this one to be whipped in quickly off the left foot.
Adam Sarikoglu, Ed Gooden with you on the fourth and final match of this quadruple Friday night fixture, or set of fixtures in NPL Victoria. 3 more to come across the weekend. And we've had a fun one at Nassiol Stadium. Yildiz well wide of the back post. Donfey playing back as well. Ford was there. Cleared off the line. Isgrove brought it down nicely. Has he got the space? Lloyd Isgrove! All he does is score bangers! And finally the equaliser comes for Hume City. You can never count him out. Lloyd Isgrove does it again for Hume.
We had fireworks in the first half there, Adam, but the biggest firework of tonight has been that strike by Lloyd Isgrove. Cut inside, fake one on his right, fake another on his left, and then beat Jamie Young at his near post. Stood him up and put him down, Lloyd Isgrove. And there's belief eeping out of the Hume City bench and from the grandstand here at Nassiol Arena. What a turnaround for Hume.
Scored 15 goals in his debut season in NPL Victoria, Lloyd Isgrove. It was a hard-earned equaliser for Hume City. And even there, Ed Gooden, it wasn't like he had a wide-open chance. He's been closed in upon so often when he has had the ball at his feet in and around the box. But he threaded the needle, and it's 1-1 at Nassiol Stadium. Out toward Eze. Crowd is up right now. He can't control it. But the home fans have voice. Another change coming for Adam Pittock. And it's Mehmet Selamovsky who is coming on. And Daniel Clark has put in a rather impressive shift, but his night is done.
Yeah, Daniel Clark had a fantastic first half, but that front three for Thunder in the second half have been awfully quiet, just really due to the intensity of Hume. You can see the way that they're pressing here already. Jamie Young just trying to play the ball out. He's issued to his centre-backs that he is going to look long. Only just as a consequence is Hume's pressure and their work rate. Just stifling any chance that Dandenong Thunder have had to extend their lead in the second half.
Anything's possible from here, but the momentum feels as though it is advantage Hume City right now. Birkan Kurta will go down. That will definitely be a yellow card. I think it was Aiden Edwards that was tracking him. You could argue that he had to do it. Or was it Selamovsky, Ed Gooden? What did you see? We'll come back. There's 8. Juba out in the direction of Yoshida. Ashcroft. Put the boot in late there and goes again. It's a loud grandstand right now here at Nassiol Stadium. Ismaili out toward the middle of the park. Yildiz was having a rough time trying to keep it under control with Selamovsky there as well. It falls out to Edwards. Deck is nullified. It's all happening, Ed Gooden.
The crowd. It's a shame that we're on the other side of the ground because that grandstand is going off at every single chance, every opportunity, every clearance for Hume. Can they get a winner? Can they capitalise?
More fireworks to come, perhaps, here at Nasiol Stadium. And yes, I do mean that literally if you're just joining us. Both technical areas under the belief that the ball had gone out there. It will be a Hume City throw after all of that. For once, Adam Piddick and Rick Marchiola agree. Watching with the throw. They've been going at it since just about the start as well, the two coaches here tonight. Marchioli even receiving a yellow card after Hume did not get a penalty call. Ball incoming. Eze controlled it well. He's unmarked at the back. Now he's got some work to do to try and keep it alive. He played back in toward a central position, but it just eluded O'Kane. And now Wade Decker takes it away for Dandenong Thunder. Yoshida has to stay on top of it for a while here as some teammates work their way back into the area. Ashcroft does a great job for Hume City. Isgrove was looking to wrong foot Jibber. Wins the throw. Still more than 3 minutes left in regulation. Might get a healthy number of minutes added on to the end of this one. It's already been one of the more entertaining games of the season. It has been a highly entertaining start to the NPL Victoria year. Going all the way back to 8 nights ago, the season opener. With the Melbourne Knights getting that upset win over Heidelberg United. And the Chaos League has delivered again here tonight at Nasiol Stadium. Lloyd Isgrove. Dispense out in the direction of Ochieng. Looking to go quickly. Romanovsky was closing in. A little back heel back toward Eze. Ochieng. O'Kane. Hume City dictating terms at the moment. Ashcroft. Gets away from Kurta. Decker. Yoshida. Selimovsky. Again, it's Ashcroft. He's had a couple of big moments in his last couple of minutes. The safety option for Weir was not on for Hume that time. Ochieng did well to pick out Domfei. Ed Good, and this really could go any which way, but the momentum still belongs to Hume City.
Certainly does. And the chances that Dandenong Thunder have had going forward have just been snuffed up by Harry Ashcroft. Yuki Yoshida still the man moving forward. Adam Piddick preparing a couple of more substitutions. A couple more X factors from the bench.
What a late Josh Bingham winner do with this crowd here at Nasiol Stadium. On a milestone night for him, reaching 100 appearances for Hume City. Another change coming for Adam Piddick. It'll be the 27-year-old out of Bentley Greens, Mitch Rook, who will get some late action here. Yoshida in front of Ochieng. Gets the call. And here is the final change of the night for both sides now. All the windows have been used up. Jay Romanovsky has covered a lot of yards this evening and been very productive for Dandenong Thunder. He's the one that will make way for Mitch Rook. final minute. And final seconds indeed of regulation. Ed Gooden, we've got 4 more minutes of action here tonight.
Great thing about this game, Adam, is it looks like neither coaching staff and neither team are accepting a draw here. Both going hell to it, both pressing hard. I just wonder if it's one of those substitutes that's going to be the X factor here to make a difference. Don't play one of them.
Heavy challenge on Eze by Messi Mehmedi. Neither team will be satisfied with just 1 point here. Dandenong Thunder already have 3 in the bank. A 2-1 win against Green Gully last weekend, and they are now setting up for a Dandy derby next week, which will be at home to Dandenong City. I'd love to go into that with 6 points on the board. Here's O'Kane. Bingham, O'Kane, Isgrove. Lloyd Isgrove moving to the left side. He's gone down at the edge, and pointing to the spot is Ross Clark. And Hume will get their chance to steal the lead late.
Unbelievable. Lloyd Isgrove moving his way forward. He ducks and weaves, and he wins the penalty. From our vantage point, it looked like he was clipped. Just beating the defender to the ball. Dandenong Thunder making their protest. And now the stage is set here, Adam. Jamie Young against, you would assume, Lloyd Isgrove to win the game.
It is looking like it'll be Lloyd Isgrove who will look to score his second goal of the night. Jamie Young pulled out an outstanding save off the boot of Lloyd Isgrove earlier in the half. There's a bit of byplay going on behind Lloyd Isgrove right now that Ross Clark's getting in the middle of. It's been chippy out there at times. Adam Piddick is off his seat. Not happy about something that Rick Marchioli has said. Can't say I heard anything myself. Mind you, Rick Marchioli has already been shown a yellow card this evening. Adam Piddick looking to dob him in. Turn that yellow into a red perhaps. In the meantime, Lloyd Isgrove equalised in the 82nd minute. A lead held for more than 40 minutes for Dandenong Thunder was cancelled by Lloyd Isgrove, and now he has the chance to convert a 1-goal deficit into a 1-goal lead. Hume City scored a goal in stoppage time last week. Can Lloyd Isgrove do it again? This time it'll be for a lead. Lloyd Isgrove. Jamie Young got a glove on it, but it still went in, and Hume take the lead. A double for Lloyd Isgrove.
Incredible scenes. The music playing now. Michael Weir joining the celebrations all the way from his own goal. Vindication here for Hume after a difficult loss last week. And it's Lloyd Isgrove who steps up and delivers for his team. Jamie Young, heartbreak for him as he gets a glove on it. Dandenong Thunder now looking to do the impossible and to level things back up. Adam Piddick shouting instructions for his team. They're going to have to move it quickly. There'll be only seconds left. Dandy looking like they're just going to throw everyone forward here.
Jamie Young went the right way, but Lloyd Isgrove was still able to find the gap between the glove and the post. In the space of 10 minutes, Hume City have scored twice. and are now looking at their first points of the season. It would indeed be all three. And there's a man down near the area. It is Ascroft, who is slow to get up. Over in his lower back. You may well see some the old dark arts of killing time late in the affair from Hume City. But this is a dangerous moment. Ismaili going first time. Wade Decker had just about the entire net to himself, but he did not connect. Michael Weir had nothing to worry about in the end, but it really should be 2-2.
Wade Decker scored a lot of goals in his career, 77 in fact, and that would have been one of many, but it would have been hugely important for Dandy Thunder. As you said, essentially an empty net.
Wow. Some late drama on a Friday night. And Hume City might not be done scoring just yet. It will be their throw. Precious seconds coming off the clock for Dandenong Thunder. Up until the 82nd minute, they were leading. Now they are the one chasing a very late equaliser. Things just get quiet here for a moment at Nassiol Stadium. Lloyd Isgrove with both goals for Hume City. The second one from the spot. Don't forget, it could really nearly be a hat-trick as well, because that shot he fired away early in the second half, Ed Gooden, it was one of the great saves you'll ever see from Jamie Young that denied Lloyd Isgrove the first time around.
You're not wrong, it just sums up Hume's game here tonight. And that is it, Adam Sarakoglu. Hume walking away, grateful for one man on their side, Lloyd Isgrove. Dandenong Thunder ruining dominance in the first half. A change of shape for Hume going into the second, causing the difference. Their intensity, their work rate. A fantastic result for Hume. And to do it at home. And to do it on a significant night for Josh Bingham and for Hume City.
That's a first win at Hume City for Rick Marchioli as well. Right up until the 82nd minute, Dandenong Thunder had the lead. Lloyd Isgrove striking twice, the second time from the penalty area. He was the man fouled as well for that penalty. It was all about Lloyd Isgrove, particularly in the second half. But Dandenong Thunder had their moments of brilliance as well throughout the evening. It was Hassan Jallo who scored the opener late in the first half. It was a 1-0 lead for Dandenong Thunder at half-time. But Hume City, led by none other than Lloyd Isgrove, are able to pull it out and claim their first points of the season. Up next, they will be going to Green Gully, a Friday night fixture against their old coach in David Chick. A Dandenong derby coming up next for Thunder. They'll be at George Andrews to take on Dandenong City. Ed Gooden, that was fun tonight. Some final thoughts from you as we wrap it up here from Nassiol Stadium.
Fantastic 90 minutes of football. Really everything you would want. The theatre, the drama, the quality of play, the tactical nuance from either side. Hume, who we said at the start of the game, they played well last week against Preston. Unlucky to walk away defeated with a gutsy win. And it does have to go down to Lloyd Isgrove as the difference maker. As you said, could have very easily had a hat-trick if not the heroics of Jamie Young. And important to remember as well, Jamie Young getting a hand on that penalty, but just sneaking in. And a stuttering start for Dandenong Thunder, but for Hume City, fantastic way to go into the third round of the NPL.
Hope you enjoyed that one. We certainly did from up here in the commentary box. That's us done from Nassiol Stadium. On behalf of Ed Gooden, my name is Adam Sarikoglu, and it was a great one here tonight at Nassiol Stadium. The final score, Hume City 2, Dandenong Thunder 1.
So
I
glad.
don't want to put it anywhere because it's
Easy.
Oh, yeah.
I'm so glad that happened. So glad. I'm so glad someone won. I hate walking away from a draw with both teams are trying to win. Thank you.
That was a good one too.
How good?
That was actually 1 minute of end-to-end
Yeah.
attacking.